Look at you, already shaking and we haven't even bowed in. You really think those gloves are gonna save you?
Keep laughing. When the match starts, you'll see what shaking looks like.
We'll see.
Step onto the mat. Just for fun. The smirk in his eyes said it all. He didn't expect resistance. Maya, the janitor everyone overlooked, stood calm, unreadable, her hands gripping the rag like a secret weapon. The first light exchanges were teasing, but then everything changed. Blocks became strikes, dodges became counters, and suddenly the room was silent. Every move she made revealed a mastery no one anticipated. This wasn't just a sparring match, it was a revelation. Witness the day the quiet janitor left the black belt and the entire gym speechless. Welcome, story lovers! Where are you watching from? Hit the like button and drop your city name in the comments so we can see how far our story travels. It was another ordinary morning at the Suncrest community gym. The fluorescent lights buzzed faintly. Overhead as the janitor, Maya, crept through the rows of mats, wiping down equipment with practiced efficiency. At 28, she had learned early in life that her presence often went unnoticed. She liked it that way. Her world was simple, predictable, and free from judgment. Most people only saw her uniform, her mop, her gloves, but not the strength beneath her calm exterior. Maya had grown up in a neighborhood where doors didn't open easily, and respect had to be earned, often by proving yourself physically. She carried those lessons in her posture, the way she held herself, and in the quiet precision of her movements. No one at the gym knew about her background, years of martial arts training, discipline, and the countless hours she spent perfecting her form. She didn't brag. She didn't need to. Her life was about balance, routine, and keeping to herself. That morning was no different. The scent of disinfectant mixed with the faint odor of sweat as regulars arrived, stretching and chatting. Maya moved efficiently, careful not to interrupt the rhythm of their day. Her eyes occasionally flicked to the black belt instructors practicing in the center of the gym, a world she had been around for years, always as a silent observer. The hierarchy was clear, the respect system rigid, and she had learned to navigate it without attracting attention. Yet something felt off. A subtle shift in the air, a smirk, a glance caught her attention. One of the black belts, confident and imposing, had paused mid-punch, eyes narrowing toward her. There was an unspoken challenge in his stance, a curiosity mingled with amusement. Maya continued her work, outwardly unaffected, but internally she felt the faint stirrings of tension. For years she had mastered restraint, but today, the ordinary rhythm of the gym was about to be disrupted. Maya didn't know it yet, but the day she cleaned floors and wiped sweat from mats would become the day everyone in the gym witnessed a side of her no one expected, a power that had been hidden in plain sight, waiting for the right moment to surface. The gym hummed with the usual energy of dedicated martial artists pushing their limits. But all eyes were subtly drawn to Maya now, though few of the regulars understood why. The black belt, a man named Carter, approached her with a grin that didn't quite reach his eyes. "Hey, janitor," he called, loud enough for nearby practitioners to hear. "How about a little sparring? Just for fun?" The words were casual, almost teasing, but layered with something else: doubt, superiority, a silent assumption that she had nothing to offer. Maya paused, rag in hand, and looked up. Her expression was unreadable, calm. The room tilted slightly under the weight of the challenge, though no one could articulate it. She didn't respond with words. She didn't need to. Her quiet confidence spoke volumes. Carter smirked, convinced this would be a harmless distraction, a way to entertain himself and his peers at her expense. The mat was cleared, and a circle formed as the regulars gathered, some curious, some amused. Maya stepped forward, removing her gloves and rolling up her sleeves. Carter bounced lightly on his feet, stretching, his ego radiating in every exaggerated movement. The first exchanges were tentative, almost playful, light jabs, careful blocks, teasing kicks. For a moment, the atmosphere felt like a simple exhibition, a game. Then everything changed. With the precision of someone who had spent a lifetime perfecting each movement, Maya deflected a roundhouse kick that Carter thought would land easily. Her counter was fluid, almost imperceptible at first, but the power behind it sent him staggering backward. Whispers spread through the crowd. Where did that come from? Every subsequent movement was a revelation. Her kicks, swift and measured. Her blocks, sharp and unyielding, revealed a mastery no one expected from the quiet janitor who had silently walked among them for months. Carter's confidence began to crumble. His smirk faded, replaced by a flicker of unease as the circle closed in, all eyes fixed on Maya's every move. The gym, usually full of chatter and laughter, grew silent, tension crackling like electricity. No one cheered, no one laughed, everyone simply watched, astonished. Every punch she delivered, every pivot, every step was a lesson in control, discipline, and hidden strength. By now, it was clear this wasn't a friendly sparring match. It was a revelation. Maya's skill was undeniable, her humility masking years of experience, effort, and resilience. Carter tried to regain composure, to force her into a mistake, but she remained calm, calculated, unshakable. The energy in the room shifted completely. Admiration, disbelief, and even respect mingled with the lingering undertones of tension. And then, as she launched a final sequence faster and sharper than anything before, Carter stumbled, nearly losing his balance. The room held its collective breath. No one had expected this. Not the instructors, not the students, not Carter himself. The quiet janitor had become the center of a storm she had never sought, yet commanded effortlessly. The question hung in the air. Could anyone match her? Or was this the day the gym realized its assumptions had been entirely wrong? The mat seemed to shrink around them as Carter faced Maya, his confidence eroding with every passing second. His strikes, once bold and assured, were met with precision and ease. Maya moved like water, graceful, fluid, yet impossible to contain. Each block, each counter, revealed not just skill, but a depth of strategy that no one in the gym had imagined. Carter lunged with a powerful roundhouse kick, expecting Maya to falter. Instead, she sidestepped effortlessly, her momentum redirecting his force, leaving him off balance and exposed. The gym fell silent, every onlooker frozen, unable to believe what they were witnessing. The janitor, quiet, unassuming Maya, was not just defending herself. She was dominating with a mastery that radiated years of dedication and hidden strength. For a heartbeat, time seemed suspended. Carter's pride clashed with reality. He had underestimated her, dismissed her based on appearance and role, and now the consequences were undeniable. A precise combination of strikes sent him stumbling backward, finally halting at the edge of the mat, breathless and humbled. Maya stood, calm and composed, her expression unchanged, revealing nothing of triumph or vengeance, only the quiet power of someone entirely in control. The tension broke slowly as the onlookers exhaled in astonishment. Whispers spread like wildfire. "I can't believe it! She's incredible." Carter lowered his head, realizing the lesson he had been forced to learn. Humility is earned, not assumed. Dear audience, where are you watching from? Drop your city name in the comments. After the sparring match, the gym slowly returned to its usual rhythm, but nothing felt the same. The whispers, once about training routines or technique, were now filled with awe and respect. Maya quietly returned to her janitorial duties, mop in hand, gloves back on, as if nothing extraordinary had happened. But the ripple of her presence was undeniable. She had shattered assumptions, exposed biases, and reminded everyone that strength and skill are not always visible on the surface. Carter, still on the mat, reflected in silence. Pride and ego had clouded his judgment, and for the first time, he confronted a reality he could no longer ignore. Respect cannot be demanded through status alone. It must be earned, and appearances often deceive. The lesson was clear and humbling, not just for him, but for everyone who had ever judged Maya, or anyone else, before truly seeing them. For Maya, life continued as it always had, quiet and focused, but something had shifted. She realized that her humility was a strength, and her restraint a power that could transform perception without arrogance. What she had revealed that day was more than martial arts mastery. It was a challenge to stereotypes, a subtle but powerful statement against the injustices of assumption and prejudice. Her story was a reminder to the world. Appearances are deceiving, and true strength often hides in plain sight. How many people do we underestimate every day based solely on surface judgments? Maya's victory was not just on the mat. It was a testament to resilience, dignity, and the unspoken power within every overlooked individual. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more powerful stories and new videos.